Perfect.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Dapper D's. I'm Dippy.
I'm Dadley.
And I'm Dono.
And welcome to the Dapper D's, the only show that covers the spread by winning, losing, and not having a result yet. And welcome to our second episode, the return of fantasy football.
I just want to say, I just want to let people know that Dippy didn't lose a bet. He's wearing that shirt by choice.
Yeah, exactly. So, gentlemen, it's NFL Week 1. We've already seen we've already seen 30 teams go at it, and tonight we'll see the final two playing in their week one opener. One of those teams is the 49ers, Dono's home team. So we're hoping, quote unquote, that the 49ers will come out on top of the Jets. And in order to celebrate NFL Week 1, we're going to go back to fantasy football because we love doing it so much. We're familiar with how we did this the last time that we did this. We're going to see how similar we are going to be. We'll see what kind of twists we have. But first, a word from our partners and sponsors. First of all, thank you to Tabletop Audio. No.
What is the music?
I was about to say, does Tabletop Audio... Oh, let me pull this in a different window so stream's not looking at that window.
It's all of Dippy's private accounts.
I wonder if Tabletop Audio has something for football. No. How about sports? Oh, they have a pit fighter.
Sports ball.
Do you guys remember that fucking game back with, like, I think it was on Xbox 360? It was like orcs and goblins, and they all played like football, and it was like the ball was explosive, and every time that you got a goal, it blew up.
Blood Ball
or something.
Yeah.
Blood Ball, yeah.
That was really fun.
Yeah, my local tabletop shop here, does a tabletop game of that.
Ooh, fun.
And streams it.
Oh, cool.
I totally forgot that was a thing.
So go check them out.
Yeah.
I have found a pit fighter, which is perfect for our purposes, because this is a fantasy fight.
Yeah.
All right, so Tabletop Audio is your #1 source of free tabletop role-playing game audio, backing tracks, sound effects, soundboards, and all kinds of customization that you can do to make your games more audioly immersive. They have longer tracks available if you subscribe to their Patreon. They can connect to your your smart home devices like Alexa and Google Home. And you can use them for any of your streaming purposes as long as you give them a shout, and that's what we're doing here. Thank you, Tabletop Audio, for being the music to our ears. Also, Donald, I think you have a drink company that you'd like to tell us about.
Let me tell you about W.GG, all right? Yes.
Well, Dadley, I think you have a drink company that you'd like to tell us about. No.
All right, let me tell you about W.GG. It is an energy supplement you can put in drinks like water, and you just mix it up, and boom, you get a nice kick of caffeine without the crash from coffee and other drinks out there in the world. They're low in calories, they're high in energy, they're just tasty and good. If you want to try one, you can go to w.gg and use code ANIPOD, ANIPOD, to get 15% off any order. I was going to say your first order, but your second, third, fourth, fifth, as many orders as you want.
Any of them.
Any of them.
That's why it's AnyPod.
AnyPod, any order. There you go. If you don't want to choose your own flavor, use the mystery pack and have them send you flavors for you to try. If you don't want
mystery pack.
If there's too many for you to choose from, get the sample pack and you can get a little bit of everything. They should still have cans. I hope they do, because they were
if you wanna be surprised and you want to get like something big, they've got random tubs too that they can send you.
There you go.
Ooh.
So all you got to do is go to w.gg and use the code ANIPOD. That's ANIPOD for 15% off of your next purchase. Thank you to w.gg for giving us the energy to enter an arena of battle.
Can I just say, if we were for a radio
mascots.
show, every time that we used our code, like the AnyPod, the POD, we'd straight up put on click, click, like,
There you go. So
it's POD did that whole song.
we are on bracket fights. The wonderful creators of Tier Maker have made this bracketing website for people to use for one purpose or another. We use it to put football teams up against each other, and today we're going to use them to let's set the rules. Last time
Yes.
we grabbed some mascot. We took the mascot of each team, or the namesake of each team, and we
Yes.
placed one against one in a football stadium, and said who would win. I think we switch it up a little bit, depending on the team. We roll for how many of each thing there is, unless there's a team like, that it's super obvious that only one of them would have to go up against the thing. It'll be a case-by-case basis, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
We will randomly select how many of each thing there are, and I think we should have home field advantage for teams. So we flip a coin, and whatever team it lands on, heads or tails, the field of play is themed around that team.
Okay.
Accommodations
So for
would
our
be made for
teams-
the other team to give them a fair chance, and then we argue and see who would win in that matchup. I say home field advantage gives, like an edge to any team, even in regular football. Home field advantage gives any team an edge, but there will be a role. I'm sure there will be a role. There will be an interaction between these teams in the style of tabletop RPGs. That we have dice, we can roll for those. So I will be the visual runner, and we'll all argue, but I'll be the visual runner. Dono, you can be the roller, and Dad.
And I Google stuff.
You are the Googler. Yeah, that's exactly right. So we will commence forthwith once we are done shuffling the seating. So let me just get this mic real nice and close here. And you just say when we stop shuffling. Ooh, hello. I gotta zoom out a little bit. All right. You just say when we stop shuffling.
Which we or who?
I'm shuffling
doing
the
the
seating
royal
for
we?
the bracket.
I'm rolling a d12.
Go for it.
8. Go for 8 more times.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8. There we go.
All right. Refresh the page. Make sure that the seating is shuffled. It definitely is. Go down to the
All right.
bottom of the page. Presentation mode. Get rid of the first matchup. And then let me set up the. I'll set us up in the center of the screen. Zoom in, and there we go. So then I just have to scroll over like this.
So
to
are
get
we
to the
giving
other
these
side.
like fantasy based like ideas? Like, oh, it's a raider or it's raiders, like plural.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
Versus
So
a Bronco. Okay.
So,
we
like-
have the Las Vegas Raiders versus the Denver Broncos.
Okay.
Now, for home field advantage, the Raiders. So Raiders, we kind of came up as like, you think of a Raider in D&D or fantasy, it's just like a
Listen,
bandit. It's just
The
a guy.
Raiders currently don't have a home field advantage because their home is new to them.
I mean, it's
You know
new.
what?
Las
Yeah.
Vegas is very new for the Raiders.
Mm-hmm.
But in the context of this game, like,
Yeah.
Raiders
Well, in
home
the
field is
context
like a
of this-
bandit camp.
I
It's
was
like
gonna say, in the context of this game, Raiders still wouldn't have it. Raiders thrive in not being in their home field.
in nomadic.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the Raiders to get a home
Yeah.
field advantage.
They don't have a home.
They're Raiders. They
Yeah.
raid other people.
Yeah.
So we don't even need to flip a coin
I mean-
for this.
Yeah.
Because the Broncos is just a wide open plain in the middle of
I
Wyoming
just say-
somewhere. Like,
Can I just say?
yeah.
Raiders, they're just gonna take the horse.
They're just gonna take the horse.
So-
I don't. This one's not much of a fight. They're gonna
It's
take
not
the
much
horses.
of a fight. They're gonna take
If
the
anything-
horses.
The Raiders are just stronger now.
Yeah.
The
just
Raiders
have a
and
horse.
Broncos combined. But who wins in that scenario?
It's Raiders plus horses.
Well,
So
a Bronco is broken when a person.
So now they're a
rides it,
militia.
right? So now
Yeah.
that.
Right.
I
So
mean,
the
fuck,
Raiders
man.
want to break the Broncos.
Yeah. So I think that there's like an animal handling check in order here,
sure.
Yes.
and if they fail that, the Broncos win. Like, because the Broncos are still what?
I just rolled a nat 20.
It was
The
meant to
Raiders are
be.
more powerful.
It was fucking meant to be. Now these are raiders on horses.
Yes, they're a militia.
I mean, my God. Next, we have.
That's what a militia is, right? It's a bunch of people on horses. Is that? Am I wrong? Or is there a different cavalry? Thank you. Militia is a bunch of.
Cavalry is the hill where Jesus died. Cavalry are the men riding horses.
Let's not get religious.
Anyway,
The New York Giants.
the New York Giants versus the Kansas City Chiefs. So
I honestly, are we doing like a what is it? What's that one book where the dude goes on goes to,
Gulliver's Travels.
yeah, Gulliver's Travels? Are we doing that kind of vibe?
So I feel like last time we did this, we rolled for how tall the giant was, and then we went from there, like how tall the giants were, and we got a D100, and we rolled a 92, and it was a really tall fucking giant. I think we do.
It's a pretty big fucking dude, man.
I say this time.
Yes.
Okay, we're rolling for the height now.
23.
I was gonna say a D8 times 5.
A D8 times 5? That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Okay.
Tallest they
Because
can
at
be is 40
minimum,
feet. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 times 5, 20. Basically the same thing that we just rolled. So.
All right.
25 feet. Yeah, so these
25
are
feet.
so these are still giants, but they're not as giant as the first giant was.
I'm sorry, if I saw a 25-foot man walk up to me, I'd be like, damn, I'm fucked.
Yeah. How many of them are there? D4? D3?
D4.
Not D4. Not D3. What am I saying? D4?
D4.
2.
2 25-foot tall giants. All right.
And they get married.
So last time, Chiefs we delineated was.
Why did I laugh at that?
Chiefs we delineated are like American Indian, and I will clarify this from my point. I watched a very good clip.
George
Carlin that I sent to Dadley. I don't know if I sent to Dono. I am now firmly set in. I am going to refer to Native American people as American Indians because of the origins of the word. Because that's the term that they prefer when interacting with the U.S. government. It is the U.S. government department for them is the Department of Indian Affairs. So we determined that chiefs were like Indian war chiefs. They were kitted out in whatever their strongest whatever was.
They're the baddest badasses in their entire tribe.
Yes. Is there any other definition of chiefs we could even feasibly use?
Master Chief.
I mean,
Chief. Hey, if we said the Chiefs were just a bunch of Spartans, and led by Master Chief, oh fuck. I mean, Spartans are good fighters.
I'm pretty sure there's a sports team called Spartans, right?
not in this.
Not in this sense, but
so.
I'm looking at definition of chief, and it's pretty much just in Native American culture, like chief.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
More
yeah. So
definition.
how many chiefs are there? I think we roll a D12.
Sure.
Okay. Where the fuck is the D12? God. Okay, here we go. 2.
2 chiefs versus 2 giants. 1 giant for each chief. I think.
Honestly.
I think the
what
Giants
weapons do they
might
have?
win this. What weapons do the Chiefs have?
Yeah.
I would think
The Titans have these hands.
definitely tomahawks, tomahawks and fucking spears and stuff like that.
Right.
There were some Indian tribes that used guns.
Yeah.
They adopted guns when guns came over to
Blow
them.
darts.
Blow darts.
I don't think there's enough poison in one
I'd
of those
say
guys to kill a giant.
even if we gave both of these chiefs guns, I don't know. It would probably be an even fight if we gave both of them guns.
Do you think they could take down one? I think the Giants win. I think it's a question of if they can take one down.
If both of them had guns, they could get 1 giant, I think. regardless.
I think
but...
if the Giants had the drops on the Chiefs, they'd be like flies.
Oh yeah, home field advantage.
Oh yeah, home field advantage. So the Giants' home field. So
everything is big.
Heads, Giants, tails, Chiefs. That's heads. I think the Giants win this
with no casualties.
No question.
Yeah.
All right.
Zero
Next, we
casualties,
have-
maybe a little bit of a cut.
Next, we have
Christ.
the
Buccaneers.
Tennessee Titans versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
I don't know about you, but I think some hillbilly Titans ain't gonna do shit.
Excuse me. So, last time we looked up Titans, we based them off of Greek Titans. I've now read and listened to an audiobook that talks all about Greek Titans. And there were 12 of them to begin the first order of Greek mythology.
Yes.
I say, regardless of how many Titans there are, there just have to be enough Buccaneers.
Imagine if the Buccaneers fought the Raiders. It's just the same fucking people.
It kind of is. It comes down to an even fight at that point. I'll say, do the Buccaneers have a boat? Actually, let me do home field.
Home
first.
field. Yeah.
So Mount Olympus or the open ocean, maybe
Locomotion.
on a boat. All right. So heads for Titans, tails for Buccaneers. Woo! All right, and home field advantage is the Titans. So the Buccaneers do not have a boat. They are on Mount Olympus.
I
They
will
don't-
say this: the Buccaneers will instantly go for magical items.
I mean, they will. They absolutely will. I will say, in that case, then, how about a fucking sleight of hand check
For the Buccaneers,
stealing magical mythical items
And I'd
also
say they have a
feel-
solid like +4 to that.
with a +4.
Okay, so +4. I rolled an 18 plus 4, 22.
So they steal some of
I
the mythical
also feel.
weapons on
I
Mount
also
Olympus.
I also feel like they should do a charisma check with Zeus, because Zeus might be like, I'd fuck him.
I'm sorry?
Did Zeus lock up the Titans like in the original myth?
So, yes, but not in a way of like punishing them. You lock them away so that his new world would be like free of their. There was a long war with the Titans between the Olympians and the Titans. There was a long and bloody war, but they were locked away. And I would say, the way I imagine this is, Zeus is letting one of the Titans out for this fight. Like, that's what I imagine, is that he's letting one of them out.
Okay. So we've got Buccaneers with magic items.
Versus a Titan from Olympus. Now we have to determine which Titan it is. So, the original list of the Greek Titans. I actually have a book that I can look this up on.
They have the lava, the air, the
Dono,
thunder, cloud. I'm trying to remember them all. Because you have the Cyclops Titan.
Here we are.
You have the mountain.
All right. So within the second order, the Titans that were created are Kronos, Oceanus, Coeus, Cryos, Iapetus, Hyperion, Thea, Themis, Rhea, Mnemosyne, Tethys, and Phoebe.
Can we talk about? Okay, so these names. It's it's Greek or is it Latin?
It's Greek.
It's Greek. Okay, so I was watching Harry Potter a couple months ago,
Yes.
and they're just like, oh yeah, like when you cast a spell, you just have to like say what you want. I started listening to it and it's like, oh, it's just Latin terms. Whenever they're casting a spell, it's a Latin term. And like, so luminos means to fly or to drift up.
Yeah.
Upwards. Or no, luminos is light. Luminos is to illuminate.
Yes.
And then what is it? What's the swish and flick? It is
oh God, Leviosa.
Leviosa,
Wingardium-
which means
Wingardium
to
Leviosa.
lift up.
All right, so I have my.
So I
I
was
have
just
my
like
book.
simplicity. What's that
Donald,
shit?
roll a d12 to see what Titan Zeus releases from their prison to do this fight.
Yes, Dippy. Yes.
And Dadley, get ready to look up the Titan that I name.
Okay.
I got 8.
8. Rhea.
Rhea.
R-H-E-A. Rhea.
Rhea.
Actually, that's kind of funny
Notes.
because Rhea is the mother of the Olympians. So
Yes. Yeah. Was mother of the gods and goddess of female fertility, motherhood, and generation. Her name means flow and ease. As the wife of Kronos, she represented the internal flow of time and generations. Not much of a fighter.
but literally
That's rough, buddy.
literally all of creation like is under her command because of because she is the Titan goddess of generation.
Yes.
And she controls the flow of time. She no,
we already have a winner.
Kronos is like the timekeeper. Rhea controls the flow of time. I think
Correct.
we have a
So, like,
winner
how
here.
time is spent?
Pretty much. I mean, she
Okay.
can stop time, she can start it up again, you know, that kind of thing.
One of these days, I want to do a one-shot where I have you
I
guys
think we
fight
have
a
a
time
winner.
dragon. I think that'd be sick as fuck.
Pretty sure we have a winner here. Anyone?
Yeah.
I'm not a, yeah.
It's
Rhea is
Titans.
moving on. It's pretty hard to defeat that. Next we have the Indianapolis Colts versus the Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, so Colts are just horses. Again,
Horses.
Broncos, Colts. We already have. So now we have steelworkers with horses.
I think that's just what it boils down to again. Is a quick animal handling check, and there you go.
So do an animal handle. So let's do an animal handling check. Ooh, taco. So let's do an animal handling check for the Steelers. Now Steelers, we looked this up. Steelers is based on the steel workers of Pennsylvania.
What do you
of
think
the
their
Pittsburgh
wisdom
area.
is?
I would say like maybe
Minus
-1. Yeah.
Okay, then they got a 7.
7?
They can't catch these horses. These horses are too damn fast.
They can't catch the horses. Now, depending on the home field, they might have another chance to, or they're just gonna kill the horses. I'll say it's a roll for the horses to. Okay, so heads, Colts, tails, Steelers. It's Steelers territory, so they're in an iron mill, and they so they're in a steel.
They
mill.
rolled even worse the second time around.
They roll even
They got
worse. So now the roll for the Colts to like escape the factory.
They got 18.
The Colts win. The Colts
There you go.
were able to evade
Yeah,
the
some
grasp
horses on
of
the
the
loose.
fucking steel worker. So the horses are still on the loose. All right, cool. Now we have the Browns, the Browns versus the Jaguars. Now, the Browns are named after Coach Paul Brown.
Yes.
So it's Paul Brown. It's one guy. It's Paul Brown. Has been
The
resurrected.
Browns are from Chicago, right?
No,
No, where are they from?
Cleveland.
The Browns.
Cleveland,
Where are they
Ohio.
from? Oh no, it's the Cubs that are from.
The Cubs are from Chicago. That's
Yes.
baseball.
No, wait. What the fuck? What the hell is no.
The Bears.
Bears? Okay, the Bears.
Duh, Bears.
The Bears who beat the.
I've seen their like the outside of the Bears. Fucking okay. We're not. Wait, we'll get to the Bears.
What this boils down to is it's a guy versus a big cat.
It really is. It's another animal handling check, I think.
Yeah, but at disadvantage.
At disadvantage because it is a.
This is not an animal we have.
That man motherfucking
Domesticated.
died. He rolled a 2.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jaguar wins.
The other roll was a 19.
Oh my god. The New York Jets versus the New England Patriots.
Guys,
How do we proceed here?
no 9/11 jokes.
No 9/11 jokes.
I mean,
Okay, wait.
they already lost to a jet once.
The first time we did this, Jesus Christ. The first time we did this, when it was just one-on-one in a football stadium, it was just a jet. It was literally just a stationary jet sitting on a football field and seeing if the people could, like, figure it out. In this scenario, I would think that the jets are being piloted.
Yes.
Depending on home field advantage, is this in the? Are they up in the air for this? Is this like in the
that's
middle?
a good question.
Like, if the Jets get home field advantage, they're in the sky, and the Patriots are just gonna fall to their deaths, unless they have like something to combat the Jets. Well, Patriots. Normally, Patriots, the mascot and the namesake are based off of the Minutemen and the Patriots who fought in the Revolutionary War.
Who would be terrified of any jet, regardless of where it is.
It's heads.
Hello,
They're up in the
can I
air. They're up in the sky.
Can I just say, I love that we have committed so heavily to this bit that we've done several videos.
Yeah, I mean it's good. It's a good bit. I like it. It's a good concept. So I flipped home field advantage and the Jets won. So the Jets won. So the Minutemen like are placed in the air and fall to their death.
Yeah.
And like they're falling, like the Jets are still doing a better job.
I feel like the Minutemen get one chance. They're on the jet. They're ripped from the Revolutionary War. And they have one constitution save to not get motion sick riding a jet.
Sure. And we'll proceed from there. Ooh. Oh, fun hat.
Oh, nice.
My wife got me a new hat, and it's actually
love
quite
it.
comfortable. I just found it again. Oh. All right, Constitution save
For the
20.
Patriots.
What's their plus?
Like a 2 plus 2.
Well, then
Sure.
they got a 12.
12.
They don't make it. They
No,
don't
make it.
I think the Jets win.
Yeah.
All right. We have the Chicago
Sorry,
Bears.
sorry.
The Chicago Bears versus the Minnesota
Bears.
Vikings. Didn't we have this matchup last time?
Maybe, but I feel like this is very easy. I feel like
like
a Viking has a
Vikings
Yeah.
versus.
So-
Honestly, man, it's a tale as old as time.
The word berserker.
I think they end up
Translates-
working together and make their
The
own team.
the word berserker translates from Old Norse into bear shirt. There were Vikings who killed bears, skinned them, and wore them as their shirts. I
Yes.
think the Vikings win this. I don't think
Oh, yeah.
there's anything the Bears can do here. I mean, there can be a fight, sure. How many Bears, how many Vikings? Let's do that at least. Let's do a
Yeah.
D12 for each. Let's do a D12,
D12
for
for
each.
each?
Bears and Vikings.
8 Vikings, 6
8
Bears.
Vikings, 6 Bears. Yeah. Let's roll.
I'm not gonna lie,
some-
I don't think the numbers are great. Like 8 against 6,
Yeah.
but like they're bears.
Yeah.
You gotta at least have 2 Vikings per bear.
Honestly, I don't know. I think a Viking could take down a bear one-on-one.
Yeah. Do we want to roll?
I don't know.
See, let's roll a D8. See how many Vikings are.
Maybe with like
lost.
prep time.
Because the Vikings
Like
will
just
win,
Batman
but let's
rolls?
roll a D8 and see how many Vikings we lose.
Yeah.
We lost 4,
Okay, so there are 4
but then
Vikings
I'm gonna
now.
roll for the Bears as well. And they also lost 4.
So 4 Vikings versus 2 Bears. I mean, we're in the same boat here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Vikings win.
Vikings will win.
Now we roll to see like who points against each other. Like initiative, who gets first.
I'll roll these.
Well,
Sure. No, I'll just roll
Okay.
these you to see if the Vikings
Alright.
or the Bears win this.
do you want to be Vikings or
I'll
do
be
you want to
Vikings.
be Bears? Okay, I'll be Bears. Well, so they got a +2 on their decks for the Bears. Vikings, I'll give them a plus. Fuck,
So I
what is
got
it?
an 8.
You got an 8. I got 14 +2. So.
The
We're
Bears
getting
conquered the
4
Vikings.
swings in at least. Yeah.
The Bears win.
I
Go
am trying to
Bears.
simplify this a little.
Bears.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. It would take a lot out of you just to kill one bear.
Yes.
It would. All right.
Getting 4
Next
down.
we have
Oh yeah.
the Ravens versus the Packers.
What are the Packers named after again?
They are named after the Acme Meatpacking Company.
Right, meat packers versus birds.
Birds are elusive.
Birds
I
will
think the
eat
birds got
that
it.
meat.
They will eat the meat as well. Ravens will like peck at meat like
Yeah.
that. Ravens are also like they use like tools and shit.
Are,
If we wanted-
are the
Which is-
Ravens still good? Or are they like
Oh,
no
yeah.
wait, they're Baltimore.
I mean,
Yeah.
they're all right. Yeah.
Oh.
I mean,
They're
they
fine.
lost. They lost in the season opener, but only by a little. Like
Really?
literally by a toe, I think.
They're fun to watch for sure.
Yeah, they are fun to watch.
Are they like
Home
the,
field
the
advantage.
Harlem Globetrotters?
Shit, I didn't
No.
do home field advantage for the Bears or the Vikings.
Too late.
They're both in the woods.
Yeah, I was about to say. I mean, they're both. It was just like a Norse fight, regardless.
No.
All right. Ravens
I
Packers
feel like there's
home
a
field
video
advantage.
game that's got that in it.
Ravens Packers home field advantage, and it is Ravens Field. So this is in like a graveyard somewhere.
Yes,
No.
I feel like there's a lot of Ravens.
there has to be.
There have to be a
Has to
lot
be,
of
like-
Ravens.
How many?
D- D20?
Shit ton of Ravens.
Actually, here's what we'll do.
A D100
How
honestly of
many
Ravens.
Ravens
D100 Ravens.
are in a flock? Yeah, I mean, Ravens can travel into packs up to several hundreds at a time.
Several hundred at a time. Let's
Yeah.
take the lower end of that. Then yeah, at this point, roll
I
a
got
D100.
53.
53 Ravens,
53 Ravens.
which is exactly one NFL football roster. Versus the Packers. D12 of guys, maybe?
Yeah.
D12
D20
of
even.
guys. D20 of guys, sure.
It's a packing plant. Like,
Yeah,
Oh, D20?
that's fair. A D20 of guys.
I don't think you need. Okay, my dice just fucking moved weird. God, can you freaking like? Okay, we got 17 guys.
17 guys versus 53 Ravens.
How many of them actually have like? I've shot a gun before.
I mean,
That means each-
would they reasonably have guns if they're just meat packers?
No,
No. I think
they're
this is-
packing.
firearms aren't allowed on the premise of.
They're packing.
That means each guy has to take down 3 Ravens. I feel like each guy could take down a Raven. So 53,
53 minus
minus-
17.
36 Ravens move on.
It's simple enough. All right, and then without having to move the camera setup, we.
I feel like the Ravens stole the guns too.
I didn't think they had guns.
I didn't think they did. I didn't imagine meat packers had guns. We have the Buffalo Bills versus the Cincinnati Bengals. A buffalo or a tiger? Didn't we have this matchup? No, we had a buffalo or a bear.
Okay,
The last
wait.
time we had a buffalo or a bear. And the bear chewed apart the buffalo in the video that we watched. So a tiger or a buffalo? Now, I would imagine tigers and water buffalo are natural predator prey.
I actually, just to mix things up from last time we did it,
Uh-huh.
the Buffalo Bills aren't named after buffaloes. They're named after Buffalo Bill.
The Wild West personality.
And
That
that
motherfucker ain't
guy,
taking on a
I think,
tiger.
He's a
could
hunter.
has a chance of taking down a Bengal.
All right.
All right, how
home
big
field
is the
advantage.
Bengal tiger?
Now, I think the home field advantage is actually on the
Very
inverse this
important
time
here.
because if they're in the Bengals territory, then the hunter has the advantage because he's a hunter. But if they're in the hunter's territory, the tiger just caught this guy in his house.
Okay,
Yes.
so adult.
So you
Listen,
don't
adult
want-
Bengal tigers get up to 570 pounds.
That's a huge fucking animal.
But this guy has a gun. He's a hunter. He knows what he's doing.
2 tigers.
Yeah, how many tigers?
If there's more than one tiger, roll a d4. If there's more than one tiger,
I'm gonna.
then they might have.
I have
chance.
a size comparison here of like a normal man with a Bengal tiger.
Okay.
I'm gonna drop that shit in chat.
I swear to God, if you're about to send us a picture of Calvin and Hobbes.
I didn't even think about it.
I would have fucking died laughing if you actually did that.
I don't even think that's like a
Wow.
full-grown one because it's drinking from a bottle. I think that's a baby.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, that's not like necessarily a baby. I think that is close to full grown. That is a huge. Oh, wait, I just realized. I just realized our camera is perfectly blocking this image. And transition. There you go. That is a comparison between a man and a tiger. Like, I think the tigers are winning this. There's a chance. I mean, he is a hunter, so we will determine. You know, we will determine if this home field
Shit,
advantage
bro.
is going to work
Wait.
inversely. So if they're
When was this posted?
heads, bills, tails, Bengals, and it'll either be the hunter hunting Bengals in their natural habitat or the tigers hunting Buffalo
Yes.
Bill in his. It's
Okay,
the
so
Bengals-
there's
it's
an
the Bengals
article
home
made
field,
in
so-
2015 saying that there's only 100 tigers left in Bangladesh
Ah,
in the forest
sad.
there.
That is really sad.
It could be a lot higher now. During the previous 2004, then previous to 2004, there's 440 tigers. Now there's now in 2015 there was 100.
yeah.
I think conservation efforts are being made, though.
Oh,
Yeah.
look,
Sure.
I'm interested. I'm gonna look into that.
All right, so did you roll a d4 for tigers?
Oh no, I did not. I will do that right now. Sorry, I got distracted
So because Buffalo Bill
Two.
is in the tiger's territory, he gets one freebie.
They're
Then the
a
tiger
breeding
turns
pair,
and
too.
then the tiger
I will
turns
say
and
this.
attacks him.
I will say this: the female tigers get a lot smaller. They only go to about 400, I believe. Let me double check this.
Do we just want to rollies a tiger versus a hunter at this point? Because we got one
Kinda.
freebie. So I will be the tiger. I will be the Bengal
Okay.
tiger.
350, but like also breeding pair.
And you want to be the Buffalo Bill.
I'll be the tiger.
Oh, you'll be the tiger? Oh, okay. I'll be Buffalo Bill then.
I'll be two tigers.
No, he gets a freebie because he's in their territory. He's a hunter. He gets that one.
Got it. What'd you get?
All right, I got an 8 again.
I got a 12 on the die.
I think the Tigers win. There's
Yeah.
only one of them
yeah.
now. There's only one of them, but Bengals win, just barely, or just
All right.
tigerly. All right, we have the Miami Dolphins versus the Los Angeles Rams.
I think
This
it's a
is
draw.
one that comes down just to a coin flip. It is
the home
who
field
is on the
advantage.
home field advantage.
It's the Dolphins.
Can Rams swim?
The Dolphins win. Can Rams swim? That's actually a good thing to
Rams?
look up.
Rams probably can swim.
If Rams can swim, then the Rams might actually have a chance here.
Yeah, they could swim. They can they can swim for all right. So it's like a life saving of like they can swim. They can hold water to stay alive, but they can't like function well in the water.
Dolphins win.
Yeah.
Well, but think about this. Dolphins
Dolphins
don't really
win.
have like
We're done.
attack capabilities, though.
Are
Unless you're
they will
talking about,
fuck up a shark.
yeah, there are
Like,
some
like,
predatory
sharks-
dolphins.
Stay away from dolphins because they don't want to deal with that shit.
That is a fair point. Dolphins win.
Dolphins win.
All right, we have
Like,
the Texans
If you have a
versus the
dolphin near you, you're safe in the water.
Texans versus the Seahawks. Okay, last time we looked it up, Seahawks are not real birds.
I believe they're like just fucking seagulls or whatever, right?
I mean, there is no such thing
There's a
as
seahawk like a
sea
mythical
hawk.
creature.
There are seagulls and there are like marine hawks, but there's no such thing as a sea hawk.
So in more Googling and as we learn, a seahawk is another word for an osprey.
An osprey. Okay. They are birds of prey.
They are, yeah, they're pretty big birds of prey.
Versus a Texan. I mean, okay, here's the thing. What era of Texan? What era of Texan are we talking about? Because if we're talking about cowboy Texans, well, we have a team called the Cowboys, but you get my meaning. If we're talking about like Old West Texans,
I was going to say, do a D100
Texans.
roll. And that will be 1900 blank.
1900 plus a D100 roll.
Yes. We'll even say like 1910 plus a D100 roll. So there's a chance it could be in the 2000s.
Like the 2000s?
Yeah.
McDonald's having a discussion. I'll do this D100 roll.
Or actually a D100 roll and then minus it from our current year. How's that sound?
Sure.
All right. What'd you get?
Are you kidding me? 8.
Oh, wow.
So this is a Texan from 2016.
This is a pre-COVID Texan. They're scary. I
think the Texan might win this one.
I can agree with that.
I mean, versus an osprey.
How many osprey? Probably not a lot. They're single creatures. They're really
solitary creatures.
Yeah.
I think the Texan wins this one.
Yeah.
But we will roll for a different Texan. We cannot use
it'll
a
be a different
2016 Texan anymore. We can still get a 2015 or a 2017 one.
I was going to say, if you roll an 8 again, I would count it. I did. Wow, look at that. We rolled 2 8s in a row.
I'd like everybody to know that the current population of Bengal tigers is 2,000 to 250 or 2,500. So
that's a lot more than 100. That's better.
Yes.
All right. So next we have one of my fucking favorite ones. The Chargers versus the Cardinals. I love the fact that last time we did this, we just rolled a D100 to see if a lightning bolt killed the fucking, like, opponent. Like, that's what we did. And I want to do that again. But the home field, we didn't do home field for Texans Seahawks, but I don't think it would matter.
You know what item I should bring back?
What?
The campaign? Lightning.
The bottle of lightning?
Yeah.
You
were so happy to get that. You were so happy.
I used it 3 times. The first time I did 3 damage. The second time it didn't work. The third time it did a lot of damage, but the tree healed from lightning damage? I could not fucking believe you.
That is
and
a
I could
fun
not believe
bit of information, like with plant type monsters in D&D. A lot of them heal from lightning damage.
Yes.
Why?
Which is weird.
Like, I was hoping that you were gonna set it off on the bridge with the shambling mounds. Because they instantly heal and get bigger. I was like, oh, fuck yeah.
Alright. So I rolled a heads, which means the Cardinals. So this is in the middle of the forest. I don't know what the home field advantage would be for the Chargers, other than maybe, like, the Cardinal is flying through a storm cloud, which would have made it easier. But now this is just in the middle of a forest.
Yeah.
So
I just think it comes down to a D100 roll.
I think it's like, is it a male or a female Cardinal? Because lightning strikes men 3 times more often than women.
Oh, okay. Then I'll flip a coin for male or female. It's men. It's a male.
Okay. So here.
So the D100 roll is
there's a
1, 2, or 3. Because this is the middle of the forest. Like, or it's 3 random numbers. Do you want to pick 3 random numbers? 1 for each of us?
Yeah, everyone pick a random number.
Well, I'll go ahead. I'll pick 28 because I'm wearing 28.
Donna?
28. I'm gonna go with 75.
I'm gonna go with 30.
30. So 28, 30, or 75. Roll it, Dono. Are you fucking kidding me?
What did you get?
I got 30.
Are you 30. Serious?
I rolled a 3-0.
There we go.
Chargers win. Hell yeah, brother. Oh my god, I can't even fucking believe that. That's unbelievable.
Take a picture of it.
Oh my god.
Taking a picture. That's
Crazy.
dumb.
Nostradamus
That's
here.
Dumb.
What the fuck? I mean, for real. What?
Yeah. Absolutely crazy. That's
I
awesome.
cannot even believe that. That's unbelievable. All right, we're moving on. Eagles, Lions.
Yes! How are they gonna catch us? We'll fly away!
Depending on the home field.
Wasn't
Yes.
the Eagles and the Lions? No, Eagles played. Lions played earlier too, didn't they?
Lions played Sunday night, and they beat
Did they
the
win?
Rams in overtime.
Oh, okay. Okay. That new overtime rule, fuck, dude. I don't.
Eagles. So these are airborne lions.
Do
Or,
they have
I
their
don't know,
hearts?
like,
Because they need the courage.
American eagles nest in, like,
Honestly, dude,
big, giant
like a
wooden
mountain.
nests. Yeah, it's
We're
on, like,
the-
at the side of a
listen,
mountain.
where the Detroit Lions are from, we have so many bald eagles here. I saw one outside my fucking
Huh.
yard today.
Fun.
Those
There
motherfuckers
could
are
be anywhere.
huge.
No, the point being, I think this is, like, on a mountainside. Lions. How many lions, how many eagles?
I don't
eagles
think
are pretty
lions can climb. I think lions would get tired climbing a mountain.
Lions
I
can
also think-
climb, but they would get tired climbing a mountain. So that's where
Because
the advantage
they're
comes in.
burling like a lot.
I say a D4 of lions and a D20 of eagles. Well, no, eagles are pretty solitary creatures.
Far side over there.
Yeah, I'd say a
And the towel
D4
down.
of Eagles.
D4 of lions, D4 of eagles.
D4 lions.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, that took me 4 lions.
4
Oh, wow.
lions. Oh, dear.
I think that's a male with 3 lionesses.
Yeah.
Because that's how the
Which is
packs
fair.
work. Yes. And lionesses kick ass. I
Oh,
will
yeah,
say
they
this.
do.
And then what for the Eagles?
The D4 of eagles?
D4 as well.
Okay. 2.
2 eagles. I think the
I'm-
lions win.
I
I
do
don't,
think
Yeah.
the
I don't
Lions
think there's
win.
a situation. I don't think there's a situation the Eagles can escape or reasonably fight back against these lions. I don't think. I think lions win.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. The Panthers versus the Saints.
The
This
power
game
of
actually
Jesus
just
versus
happened.
a fucking cat.
So this
Yes.
game actually just happened on Sunday, and the Saints beat the Panthers 47-10.
Damn.
Which is so sad for the Panthers.
Yep.
I hate that their season is basically DOA, but in this
That
scenario,
is the saddest shit, dude.
in this scenario, I say, I don't know that there's like a list of 100 Catholic saints.
I think they would shoot, like, if we're talking old school rules, they would shoot a cat in the head for looking at it weird. Like,
I mean, I found a list of Catholic saints.
Count up how many there are. Can you count up how many there are?
I can't count that high.
Oh no.
I can't read.
Oh my god, there's so many.
Let me do home field
Did
advantage.
you get makeup
So
on your side,
there-
dude?
these are either saints in the jungle or panthers in a church.
Panthers in a Church is my next punk band name.
Panthers in a church. All right.
Garage
It's
punk.
saints in a jungle. It's saints in a jungle.
It's Saints in a Jungle.
Okay.
Honestly, dude, there are some fucking badass
there are some
saints that,
badass
like-
saints. That's why I
like,
want to look at this
crusades
list.
and shit like that were like a thing.
Plus, there's holy powers coming to play here. I mean, if you think about it.
Well, I guess if we got Titans, we got Jesus too, so.
Here's what we can narrow down this list.
Okay.
Is it the Black Panther from Marvel or
No. God.
Can
T'Challa?
how do we determine a letter of the alphabet?
26.
Yeah, how do we roll a
So-
26-sided die?
We roll a
there's-
d20
there's-
because there are 6 letters that are very unlikely to come up.
Okay, yeah,
as
just
the
roll a
first letter of
d20
name.
and then that letter.
19.
10. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J. J. Oh, sorry, I rolled, and you were supposed to roll. My apologies. 19.
Yeah, I got
J,
19.
K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S.
S.
Saint's name that starts with S.
All right, and now I don't know, just another d20 roll, I guess, and I'll count that many down
Oh.
for S.
2.
Oh my God, it's all the popes. All right, 2. You said?
No,
Hmm.
2.
Sabas the Goth.
What the fuck?
Let's see. Was a Christian. Born in eastern Romania, Sabas became a Christian in their youth, fearing Christianity would undermine Gothic culture. King Arthurianic began the killing of Christians. Sabas refused to eat and had been sacrificed to Gothic gods. He was arrested along with Solus the priest and drowned.
Wow.
Wow, what a badass.
So what is he the patron saint of?
The darkness in my soul.
Nothing
darkness.
really.
The darkness. Because normally on a saint's page, it'll tell you what they're the patron saint of.
I'm looking.
Ugh.
Nah, he's just kind of a martyr during all this.
A martyr.
Yeah.
It's crazy the shit that like saints went through before they became saints, and it's just kind of like,
So the Panthers kill the Saints, but they're going into the next match with a disadvantage because they killed a martyr?
I just gonna throw it out there. We have 2 actual letters from this man.
Mm-hmm.
And responsive to those letters. The head bishop at the time called this man the athlete of all Christ due to his
What
physical
the fuck?
demeanor. Yes. He was physically a very strong man.
oh, fucking
So
Hercules.
this man versus one panther in the jungle. Rollies, I guess.
Yeah.
I'll be the saint.
So this man was a pinnacle of like human athleticism.
He was. He apparently, yeah.
a nat 20 for the man.
I got a nat 1.
That man sneaks up on
Wait,
the
you
cat.
got a nat 20
snaps his neck.
for the saint?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought I said I was gonna be the saint. Okay, I'll take the nat 1 for the panther. The Saints win. Fucking
There we go.
Hell
I'll keep
yeah,
his tab
brother.
open.
all right. We
What
have
a
the
wild pull we got for him. Oh God.
All right. I've been holding on to this one. So we've got the 49ers, okay?
and the Falcons.
These are and the Falcons. I would like to say that the 49ers were gold miners.
Yes.
Yeah.
Essentially dwarf fighters. So we've got 49 dwarf fighters. And
No.
you know,
No, that's not how this works. I do like the idea gold
and
miners,
you know
dwarven fighters.
how
I do
fucking
like that
like
idea.
almost 12 of those motherfuckers took on a dragon.
I do like that idea that they're like dwarven fighters, dwarven miners instead of like
Yes.
literal 49ers, like
Well,
prospectors. I do like
But
that
like
idea.
every dwarf
Are
is
the-
like a fighter in their heart.
Is there a
Yeah.
chance in hell that the Falcons, that there are Falcons that can defeat even a small group of dwarven miners?
I don't
No.
think so.
I don't think so.
I think they're moving on.
Yeah.
All right. Oh God.
Al-
Oh no.
No.
So this is
Um,
the old logo and the old
We're
team
gonna
name.
censor this part of the episode. I'm gonna-
Listen, not to speak on this matter for too long, there are multiple petitions for the team to take this name back because it showed the name was given to the team under the consent of the people who lived there, like of the Indian people who lived there. It was
now
was
that
a-
they're like the
it was a point
Washington something, right?
the Commanders. They're the Washington Commanders.
Yes.
But like, it was a point of pride for the
Yes.
people who lived there
Yeah,
And
I
modern
don't think it was like.
politics just turned it into, you know, like they looked at the people
I don't
who
think-
were offended by it and catered to
I
them
honestly
rather
don't think
than
it was like politics. I think it was honestly like cancel culture that was
Yeah.
just the big thing, and
Plus,
it's just
Dan Snyder is a piece of shit who, like, you know.
What?
I mean, Dan Snyder, the previous owner of the Redskins / Commanders, like, he was a piece of shit anyway. He was like a profiteer and a sneak and a snide, like, asshole. And his one point of, like, we'll never sell the team name, and then he caved, like, immediately. As soon as people were like, change the name, they were like, okay. So...
don't both these teams suck?
Kinda.
The modern day Commanders team
They're okay.
They're not that great right now. They just started their first game with a rookie quarterback, Jaden Daniels, and they lost to the Buccaneers 37-20. So we have yet to see if they're that good. It could be worse. And the Cowboys are great. The Cowboys, you know, I mean, they're great in the regular season. They can't win for shit in the playoffs, but they're good in the regular season. But that's not the point here. We have a cowboy, and we'll go off of the new name, like the new mascot, and just say this is a placeholder. A commander. We have a cowboy and a commander. A commander, depending on the level of the army, or depending on the branch of the army that you're in, a commander is a pretty high, like, soldier on the tier. Like, on the ranking.
Like, this man has proven himself time and time again.
But
a cowboy is a dude that put a hat on and wrangles cows.
Yeah, but their cowboys are pretty sharp shooters too.
They are. That's kind of what they're known.
So this is
Some
like
are
a
terrible
shootout. So this is a shootout. Some are terrible. So here's what we'll do. We will flip a coin to see.
Here, Dippy, here's the thing. Anybody can be a cowboy if they put on the hat and get a cow. Very few men make it to commanders.
That is a very fair point.
That is a very good point.
Like, a cowboy is like a thing that people do. It's like, oh yeah, he's a guy that like sits up above other men and whatever, but like is taking on a job. But a commander is just like, I have proven myself.
Counterpoint. Wait a minute. Counterpoint, home field advantage first and foremost.
Yeah. I think a commander kind of like...
This is a cowboy in a war room. So...
The Cowboys lose it.
I think they move on.
Yeah.
I think they do.
The Commanders live.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think they're going to beat the 49ers? Fuck. No, okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
Next we have... Oh, now I gotta shift over a little bit here. Transition. So we have the Raiders and the Giants. So there are two 25-foot tall giants.
Yes.
Versus a roving band of raiders with horses.
I think
now
the Raiders have a good chance.
Now we have to determine how many raiders on horses there are. So
Yes.
I'll roll a D100.
No.
No, wait,
like a
ship?
D20.
How many people would need to like main a pirate ship? Look at that.
Raiders.
Look at that.
This isn't the Buccaneers, this is the Raiders.
Oh shit, my bad.
How many people went in the Trojan horse?
How many people were in the Trojan horse?
30 to 40.
All right, 30 raiders on horseback versus two
I actually think that
25-foot
they
tall
could be.
giants. There's a good chance.
That was strategic planning and working and like making sure that they're in the right environment.
Yeah, but they're
These
raiders.
no.
How strategic are they really gonna be?
Oh yeah, that's right. They're just gonna fucking go at it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna roll a D20 for each giant. See how
this?
many
Dippy,
raiders
you
they
roll
kill.
2 D20s.
2 D20.
I will roll 4 D20s and take like fuck. You have 2 D20.
I was gonna say 1d20 for each giant to see how many raiders each giant kills. Because, like, that's... Like, they're
I was
still
thinking,
giants.
Like, yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Wow. Wait, what the fuck is that? I can't read that. Oh, I can. I rolled really low on both of those die. So one giant is able to kill 4, the other giant is able to kill 3.
I'm gonna have Dippy roll all the important dice next time. We
Why?
play D&D because he's rolling really badly.
I am...
So I can have my things happen.
Oh. So, there are now 23 raiders versus these 2 giants.
Do you think
How do we
that
determine
after
a
you
counterattack?
saw 7 of your buddies just get fucking murked in like 6 seconds, would you continue fighting?
Wisdom save.
Yes. Okay. Got a 5.
No.
No.
I think they might puss out at this point. I think
Yeah. They might be like,
I think they're like gonna like tactically retreat.
Yeah.
Now, this is also dependent on no, but they don't have a home field. So they just came to
Mount Olympus, got
Giants
murked,
territory.
and
No,
there's,
that's
like,
Titans.
Oh,
Where
yes.
Giants?
Giants'
Like a
home
cave?
field is their house.
Like a
Like
cave?
everything is big.
Oh, everything else is big. like fucking like Mickey and the Beanstalk giant. Like
Yes.
everything is just huge. They're gonna try to run away. I'll roll 2 more d20s, and
Yeah.
then you roll a d20 to see if the rest of them escape. If there are any left.
Okay.
There aren't any left.
Oh god. Okay. Well,
They
I
start
rolled a 19
retreating.
on getting
One
away,
giant,
but
one giant sweeps away 17 of them, and the other
Jesus.
giant kills the remaining. Well, he rolled a 10, so he kills the remaining 6 that are still running. I think the giants win.
Yeah.
Raiders, they put up a good effort, but
They had those horses.
they had horses.
this
But
cat
the
is
Giants
purring like
were
a
able to
freaking
destroy them.
motorboat
All right.
right now, brother. Not want to be in my hands.
We have the Titans or the Colts. Let's roll a different
Titans
Titan.
win.
I was about to say, let's roll a different Titan here.
Okay.
Just
We're about to have the
just
Titans
entertain
versus
the fun.
Giants.
I know, that's coming up, and I'm very excited for that. Roll a d12 again for the Titan.
Okay.
Because we eliminated Rhea, and now we're going to eliminate another one. 1, Kronos. Rhea called her
Oh.
husband and said, "Hey, take care of these fucking colts for me." Like,
Kronos wins, right? Like,
he's, Kronos is literally
Yeah.
the Grim Reaper. He is the
Yeah.
embodiment of the Grim Reaper. I would have loved for Kronos to be available later, but yeah, colts are dead. I mean, they just die. Titans win, and I hope they do win. All right. We have the Jaguars and the Jets. And
Hold on to a plane.
Jaguar hijack a jet.
can a Jaguar hijack a jet? Now, okay, wait. This comes down to home field advantage again, because the Jets
Yes.
are either attacking the jungle, or the Jaguars are like trying to sabotage the Jets on an airbase. That's what I imagine for this one. So the Jets landed from their rendezvous with the Patriots,
Okay.
and
So
they're
home field
refueling
advantage.
if
Flip it.
they have
Yeah.
the home field. But if they're in the Jaguars' home field, they've landed, they've refueled, and now they're attacking the jungle.
Yes.
So,
They've had prep time.
heads
Yeah.
Jaguars, tails Jets. It's Jets. So the home field being
So
the
a cat
Jets,
shows up
meaning the Cats
on-
show up to the airbase. How many Jaguars are there? I would say if they have
D12?
traveled from the jungle to the airbase, like a D12, maybe a D20?
Yeah.
Yeah,
that
9.
sounds- that sounds-
Nine Jaguars.
That's a
Versus
lot
an
of
entire
Jaguars.
Air Force base.
The Jaguars need to make stealth checks to not be killed by airport security. Like, I'll say just a
2.
general stealth check. 2.
Yeah, that sounds about right. No.
Holy shit, there's big ass cats here.
Yeah, the airbase security is just like, what the fuck? How did the Jaguars get in here? And they're just like... All right, I'll roll a d8 for how many Jaguars initially die.
Okay.
3. Okay, so 6 Jaguars managed to make it through the volley of fire to the hangar where the jets are. Can a Jaguar sabotage a jet?
No.
Yeah, no, they can.
They could.
I mean, they could, but it
They
also...
could get the
Intelligence
tires.
check for the Jaguar.
Maybe.
Intelligence check for the Jaguar.
Okay.
They have a -2.
Or a -3.
-3.
I got a 4.
That's a non-natural one.
I got a 4 on it. Yeah.
That's a dirty one.
That's a sweaty 1.
This is a dirty, sweaty one.
Yeah. That is a 1 with anxiety.
Airport security catches up to a bunch of confused Jaguars and kills 5 of them. There's 1 left.
I think that one goes to a zoo.
Yeah. I think the Jets win. I think they
Yeah,
win.
the Jets win. Yeah.
All right. We have the Bears versus. Is there a
we have
way
a
for
shit
the
ton of
Ravens to
Ravens.
win this?
I think
Okay,
the Ravens actually
Let's
could,
think about
like...
this. All right. Bears won. This is a different faction of Bears now. We've gone from Norse Bears to like American Bears. So this is like home field advantage first and foremost. Is it in the middle of
What's
the
the
forest?
difference between Norse Bears and American Bears?
I don't know. So
Is it
it's
the accent?
Ravens. It's Ravens' advantage again. It's Ravens' home field again. So the Bears. So there's a bear in a graveyard.
Okay. Hold it.
Hold it.
Bears and Ravens have a symbiotic relationship.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
They work together very frequently.
I was about to say, you looked this up. What info you got on Bears and Ravens working together?
A good way to count bear population is studying raven populations. Ravens follow bears to eat scraps of fish. Bears do not attack ravens because ravens take care of parasites in the area.
Are you
I
saying
think
that the Ravens are winning due to the sheer fact that the Bears treat them like masters?
Yes. Bears do not attack ravens. Ravens will still go after a bear.
Secondary question. Are these Ravens going to have a troop of bears following them now?
That's exactly
Helping
what I was
them?
about to say, is that we roll a d4 for how
Ravens
many
win.
bears.
And now there is a D4 of bears following this pack of
1.
Ravens. There's a bear.
They have a
There's
bear.
one
Okay,
bear
they have a
following
bear.
these Ravens.
bear.
So this technically counts for both of these teams.
Yes.
All
Now,
right.
you see, above them is the Jets, correct?
I think so.
I think that might be a bit of a fight there.
All
We'll
right.
see. We'll see.
Transition. So we have the Dolphins and the Bengals. Now, Tigers are good swimmers.
Yes.
Yes, they are.
They're actually really efficient swimmers.
I think I've
So
heard of Tigers
it comes down to
killing-
home field advantage one more time, whether a dolphin is stuck in the jungle or a tiger is stuck in the ocean.
Tiger.
It's a tiger stuck in the
Kill.
ocean.
Hey. Oh.
Can tigers kill dolphins? See, here's the
How
thing.
deep can Tiger? How
That's
deep?
the question there. How
Yes,
deep
tiger
can
sharks.
swim?
Oh, tiger sharks.
Tiger
will-
sharks.
Never mind. Oh.
I mean, tigers can
Who would
swim.
win, a dolphin or a tiger? Nah, tigers win 100% of the time on land. Obviously, dolphins can't move, but if they were in water, then the tiger would also win. They love to swim.
They do love to swim. Tigers can swim up to 18 miles at a time, going 9 miles an hour. Like, that's no
Oh my
bullshit.
god.
Like, tigers can go. They're fine in the water.
And, you know, they're swimming, their claws are attached to their swimming hands.
Yes.
So, like... Do you think it's just a rollies at this point?
I think
Because the Bengals would have automatically won if they got their home field, but they're in the ocean. So is it a rollies?
I think it's a rollies with either the Dolphins at disadvantage or the Tigers at advantage. Either one.
Give the Tigers advantage. I'll just roll one die for the Dolphins.
Yeah.
Or no, they're in the ocean. So give the Tigers one die. Dolphins have two.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, and 17.
I got an 8 and a 6 on the die.
Oof.
That fucking tiger just mauled those dolphins. That's crazy.
Gonna do it for the bloodline.
All right. Then we have the Chargers and the Texans. Okay. Home field advantage first and foremost.
Is it storming?
All
Or
right.
not?
What?
Yes, that's the home field advantage. If the Chargers get home field advantage, so this is just in a field in Texas, and the
Texas
home
has
field
a
advantage
lot
is
of lightning
whether it's
storms,
storming
don't
or
they?
not. Yeah.
Texas does have a lot of lightning.
Okay. Texans got the home field advantage, which means it's only a light storm. So it's not a thunderstorm. It decreases the
There
Chargers.
are
So Chargers.
Tropical storms that hit the Gulf
I
of
mean,
Mexico.
there are,
next to
but
Texas
this is just a mild
constantly.
day because the
Okay.
home field advantage went to the Texans. So this
Okay.
is just a mild day, like a mild storm. So
Do we want to do
let's
three
this.
different numbers again?
Yes, I'm going to do a D100 to determine the year of the Texan as well. Not that makes a
Yes.
difference.
Why?
I mean,
what?
It could.
It could.
13. This is a Texan in the year 2011.
And 11.
Wasn't 2011 one of the years that one of those really terrible tropical storms hit Texas?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So this Texan is already suffering from paranoia of storms.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd say their chances went up. The Chargers' chances went up. So now we roll. So how many numbers are we willing to give the Chargers here? Like 10? Oh, let me flip
10?
male. Let me flip male.
You want
or
to give them a
female
range?
Yeah, let me flip male or female to determine. It's female. Okay, so this woman, this Texas woman, is paranoid of the storm that they just went through, and the Chargers are getting their revenge. So I'll say like 10 numbers.
Okay.
Yeah, give them a range.
So
So
Anything in 50. Just to make it easy. Any 50s.
any 50s? Okay.
oh,
so
you
if-
wanna? Oh, okay. I was gonna have us pick 10 random numbers again. Okay.
That's hard to keep track of.
Okay, then roll a d10 to see what range they get. 6. They get any if the Chargers hit anything in the 60s, they win.
So
Deal.
on my single one, I got a 0.
So that's gonna have to either be a 60 or a 70. No, it'll
Yeah.
have to be exactly 60.
40 I got. So Texan
Off in the
wins.
distance, the Texas woman hears like a, and she's
You
like,
missed.
"What's that?" They missed. But she goes on with her day. Texans win.
Yeah.
It's so unfortunate. I really wanted the Chargers to go further than that. That was awesome that they made it one round.
Yeah.
On much
That was
slimmer
crazy.
chances, I might add. So, we have the Lions and the...
Isn't there a whole story about this?
Yeah.
Daniel in the Lions Den?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I roll for Daniel.
Roll for Daniel.
Roll to see if you get Daniel. No.
You want it?
What number
you want me to
did
pull
you
up the-
get?
Oh,
What
wait.
number did you get?
You really want to know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
got
do.
a-
What number did you
I
get?
got a 20.
A natural 20?
Yeah.
We got Daniel.
We got Daniel, baby! But he still has to make an animal handling check at advantage.
Yes.
because God is on his side.
15 plus, I'm guessing, because he's probably cleric, plus 4, so he's got 19.
Yeah.
I think Daniel has a troop alliance following him.
Yep.
No,
Damn.
no, I'll say the Saints win. Daniel succeeded against the Lions. He just moved. The Saints move on, and we can choose another Saint.
Yep.
So yeah, the
All right.
the 49ers and the Commanders. Okay. Home field advantage first and foremost. Oh shit! I didn't do home field advantage for Saints or Lions. This was a Lion. We got Daniel.
matter.
It wouldn't have mattered.
Yeah.
We got Daniel.
All right.
We got Daniel.
So this is either in a dwarven mine or a war room. It's in a war room again. so a bunch of dwarven miners
Are just taking out the commander's kneecaps.
trapped in a war
Yes.
room with a commander of the army. I would assume that a commander of the army has like staffers and soldiers in the war room with him. So
Yeah.
how many miners and how many soldiers, including the
49.
commander?
There's 49 miners.
No, there's
No.
not 49 of them. Donald.
They are the 49ers, which are named after the first 49 people to touch soil in California from the boats when to start the gold rush.
They're named
I grew up in
after-
California. I learned the fucking
They're
history.
named after the year 1849, which is what 49ers are called 49ers because of the year 1849, which is when the gold rush started.
Yes.
It's named after the prospectors that were prospecting gold during that period of time, not that there were 49 people that
Okay.
were doing it.
Maybe I was taught wrong.
I love that explanation, though. That's like such a. Can I say this? And it's like I don't mean this in any offensive way at all. That sounds like the explanation that a kid would give for the reason that like something wins a fight in like a play pretend game, like we're doing. But it's like, I love that. It's such a fun explanation. There are 49 of them. It's named after the first 49 people who touched down.
I will say this: I had not heard the history until since I was fucking 10 years old. So it is
Hey,
named
there you
after the
go.
49ers, after the miners who rushed. So my brain was probably just like, oh yeah, because it was 49 miners. It's like, no,
Yeah.
big brain.
I love that explanation, though. Okay, so
It's
D12
been
for miners,
20
D12 for
years
soldiers.
since I lived in California.
D12 for miners, D12 for soldiers in the war room.
Okay, D12.
Mm-hmm.
So first one's 5.
5 miners.
Second one is a 7.
So a commander and 7 soldiers versus 5 dwarven miners.
Yes.
I am willing to roll a D8 to see how many
I will say this:
I'm willing for-
dwarves do get advantage on con saves.
they do.
That is fair.
Does that
And-
help with them being shot in the face?
I mean, they can tell you the history of the bullet.
They could.
Like, I will say, let's have a D6 for how many soldiers are taken out versus a D6 for how many miners are taken out.
Soldiers is 1, miners is 3. Great.
Cool. I mean, they're ruthless. They'll keep going.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't got to worry about morale when it comes to the dwarven miners, at least.
You don't gotta worry
3
about
more of the
soldiers.
soldiers are gone. 6.
Commanders take this one.
Yeah. Thanks. Awesome.
I'm sorry.
I'm so happy.
I'm so happy. Hey, Dadley lost in round 1.
100%.
Sadly knew that he was going to lose in round 1.
Did you? Though?
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry.
Which one of us have a winning team right now?
Mine hasn't played yet.
Yours is playing right now.
How are they doing, by the way?
I don't know. I'll check right now.
Let's check live on stream.
You're losing.
I'm losing.
Uh-oh.
Well, it's just the beginning
Are
of the
you
game.
serious? Wait,
7
are
to
they
3.
really?
We've gotten a field goal.
7 to yeah.
Oh no. Oh god. Okay. Well, that doesn't fare well for the Jets coming to Tennessee next week.
It's the beginning of the fucking game. It's the end of the first quarter.
All right.
Fine.
So let's back this up a little. Transition over.
It's a tiny little gap. It's fine.
Here.
They're just getting their freaking shit out. You know, whatever.
All right. Transition. So we have the
Drainage.
Giants and the Titans. Now, Giants. There is an order of during the second order. Gaia used Uranus's blood to create the Gigantes,
This motherfucker's
Yes.
pulling out the Bible to find.
pulling out the mythos. During the second order, Gaia used Uranus's blood to create the Gigantes, which are the giants. All giants trace their origins back to the same titans that created them.
So, do you think that they could beat up their dad?
That
Is
might
it
be
fight
what
your
this
dad
fight is.
situation?
That must be what this
Yeah.
fight is. Roll another d12 to see which titan they're fighting. And it can't be a 1 or
7.
an 8. Thea. Theia. Thea.
All right. Thea the Titan in Greek mythology. Goddess of sight, vision, and brilliance.
Okay.
Was she?
Yeah, that's she was associated with sight, prophecy, and all things that simmer like gold. Kind of
Prophecy.
grants the ability to see ghosts and spirits.
Would she,
Not really,
Would she have predicted this to happen?
Oh.
No.
That's
What an outcome! Even Thea couldn't predict this.
yeah. I don't know. The Giants kind of got an easy Titan to go against.
They did. I will say. Well, first and foremost, let me see what the home field is, because Giants that we've been using up to this point have been like a cave, has been their home
Yeah.
field.
Yeah.
You know, they've been, and the Titans are on Mount Olympus. So if the Giants go to Mount Olympus, something might change here. But if
Yes.
the Titan is sent to the cave of the Giants, that might change something too.
They're fighting kobolds in their
So
own
the
cave.
Giants went to Mount Olympus.
Okay.
So I really honestly want to think that there is like a preventative measure that the Titans would do.
Dippy wants to
like,
win so bad. Dippy wants. His mouth is watering.
I want to
I just want my guys to win, but I got a really shitty
way.
Titan.
I want to see if there's a way to convince the Titan, or to convince the Giants.
There's no DM here, Dippy. We are rolling dice.
No, that's what I'm saying. Is I'm trying to think if there's a way that that like, because they're on Mount Olympus, they're like convinced against it otherwise, or like the Titans side makes a charisma check to begin with.
I think Giants, if they're just like, I want to take out Mount Olympus, let's fucking go, is not going to let anything else stop them.
Yeah.
They're too thick-headed.
Okay.
So we're just going to roll.
Sure.
Let's go, Dippy.
Sure.
Fucking go.
I will say at the very least, give the Titans some sort of boost because she could have seen the future.
Yeah, I'm gonna say that they have advantage because of she's the goddess
Yeah,
of prophecy. Like
That's
like,
fair.
So
Roll.
it wouldn't it have been perfect if I'd rolled a portent die before this and I could have used that.
Yes.
Yeah.
that would've been great. Here, you know what?
Actually, wait
No,
a minute.
I was gonna
roll a
yeah,
d20, see what the result is, and if it's low, I can replace the Giants roll with it. But if it's high, I can replace my roll with it if my roll is low. Fair?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to
Prophecy?
Dapper?
Because Thea oversees, like, prophecy and visions. So is one portent die allowed for the...
Essentially what you're saying, and you're playing your hand right now before we even, like, roll the dice.
Okay, I'll
is
just
that
say,
if it's
I'll just say
low,
advantage.
the Giants are going to get it. If it's high, honestly, I would be okay with it if you're just like, I'm just going to replace it with whatever I get on importance.
No, I'll just do advantage then. So,
Because it kind of
Okay,
seems
yeah, just do
like,
advantage.
a rollies
because-
for advantage.
Yeah.
Alright,
I already rolled.
you already did.
Yeah, I've been waiting on you.
I'm glad. Alright. So, on my 2 die, I got a 7 and a 17. So, Thea gets a 17.
I got a 17 as well.
Oh, shit.
So we got to roll off again.
It's an even matchup.
Okay.
I'll say doesn't have advantage anymore because it was already an
Yeah.
even matchup. Okay.
I got 17.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I got a
What'd you get?
15.
Yay!
Hmm.
We beat up.
There you go, Giants.
The New York Giants move on.
I don't feel good
Hold it.
about
I
this.
will say, at this point, they're probably down to 1 Giant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the Giants died.
That's how they
sure.
got the even hit together.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, that first clash of blows was them taking down 1 Giant.
Yeah.
Mhm. So it's one 25-foot tall giant
And then the other giant was just like sucker punched fucking
Yes.
the
and
Titan
Thea.
while she was like basking in her glory. She's like, boom, out.
And now we have the Jets and the Ravens.
Okay, so I just want to say if a bird gets into like a jet engine,
Then the
It
jet
can
engine
fuck
crashes.
It can fuck it up.
yeah,
So, if the Ravens are willing to sacrifice numbers, the Ravens will win regardless.
They can take the plane down, and then boom, if there are any survivors left, there's a bear down there.
There's
still.
a bear
Yeah.
down there. Okay, home field advantage. Either
they both have the air.
They're both
I mean,
in the
they're
air.
both in the air, but the advantage is on whether or not the jet is like flying to
It's
be
whether or
taken
not they have the
down by
bear.
an airstrike. It's yeah. Because the Jets' home field advantage at this point would be they're still at the airfield. They're dealing with the
Honestly,
aftermath of a Jaguar
okay, I
attack.
just want to point this out. The birds are gonna bust the engine, and then the jet is gonna freaking like pull the lever,
the ejector
get
seat.
out?
Yeah.
and then the Ravens are just gonna go after the freaking parachute.
Now that's the thing. If the Jets get home field advantage in this case, then the Jets are grounded. Still, they're still
Yes.
in the aftermath of the thing.
Yeah.
The Ravens are not going to be able to mess with the engine, like to be bird struck by the engine if the engine isn't.
So
on.
if the Jets have home field advantage, they're
then
just
they're on
sitting
the ground. They're on the
on
ground.
the
Yes.
ground.
But if the
What if they're in-
but if the
what-
Ravens have the home field advantage, then they are
They're
in
in
the
the-
sky, and the Jets are now
Got
taken
it.
off again, so they can be bird struck.
Got
Yes.
it. Okay.
All right, home field advantage. Home field advantage.
Yeah.
It went the Ravens' way. So the Jets have taken off again.
Okay.
And then all of a sudden there's a flock of Ravens, and they're like, oh shit!
I'm rolling for the Ravens.
I was about to
gonna
say,
advantage.
dexterity for the Jets first? See if
Okay.
they can avoid being bird struck?
Yeah.
Ooh, they got 18.
18. Very dexterous.
Very dexterous. Very demure.
Very mindful. Very dexterous. Very intelligent. Alright,
All right.
so that's fun.
So I think the Ravens the Ravens lose their advantage,
They lose their advantage.
and it's just a straight roll on both sides.
Yeah, it'll be a rolly.
Yeah.
Okay.
We get.
16.
God damn it! I got a 9. Do the Jets fucking
The
win?
Jets swerve to avoid the flock. Turn
Bomb
and
bear.
like heat-seeking missile. Like, I think Jets win.
Yeah.
Goddamn. All right. Can Jets take out a giant? Probably. Honestly,
I'm
probably.
very positive that they could
Yeah.
probably take out a It's the New
All
York
right.
Giants and the New York Jets. Oh my god. That's actually crazy. All right.
That's so. Ooh. Niners just got another 3 points, so it's 7-6.
Cool, dude.
I'm currently watching the point system, and they got it early on in the second quarter.
All right. So we have the Texans and the Bengals. Can a tiger kill a Texan? Now, let's roll.
Did you
D100.
know, Dippy? Here's a fun fact: there are more tigers living in Texas than there are in the wild.
Yes.
That is very sad to hear.
There is. Okay, so that thing that I told you guys about, where there was like 2,000 to 2,500,
Mhm.
Yeah.
there are 7,000 of tigers in captivity.
In
Yeah.
the United States.
No, in
Or in
just
captivity in the world.
all over the world.
Jeez.
Yeah. There are more tigers in captivity than there are in the wildlife. That's crazy to me.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
So, home field advantage. Either a Texan has gone to the jungle, or the tigers have
Free
escaped
the cats, but
from
not in my backyard.
or the tigers have escaped from captivity in Texas.
Yes.
Yes.
So a Texan has been dropped off in the jungle. Roll a D100 and subtract it from our current year to see what era of Texan we get.
Yes.
I got 37.
1987.
1987 Texan?
That's a different breed of man.
That's a tobacco chewing, driving his way home with 2 cans of beer kind of Texan.
It is. Like
What do you mean I can't have 2 beers right after
like
work and then drive home?
I
I was
like
just thinking about that fucking interview.
I imagine like an oil rig worker Texan
Yes.
in that point. Like,
Ah,
or like
dude,
an
to
oil
think
rigger
that, like-
or like a
If
I
you
don't
think about it, boomers, since the moment that they've started growing up, have just been constantly being told, nah, your shit sucks, dude. We're not doing that.
Yep.
Over and over and over again. And all the younger generations just like, that's dumb. It's dumb for you to do.
So we've got a 1987 Texan in the middle of the jungle.
Yes. They're not making it out.
I don't think he's
That
making
tiger.
it out. I don't think he's making it out.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, even if he did have a gun, there would be another tiger
Yeah, I don't
there.
think he's making it out. So
Yeah.
I think the Bengal wins.
So then we
It's
have
crazy
the
to me.
Saints and the Commanders.
Well, you know how the church and the government have worked together, something.
Oh, they just get along so splendidly.
Yeah.
How did we end up with a politics versus religion fight in this game?
I don't know, man.
Okay.
I'm a little lost at this point.
I guess, you know what? I'm willing for this to literally just come down to a fucking coin flip.
I'm
whether
okay with
the
that.
home field advantage goes to the Saints, church prevails over the government workers, or it goes to the Commanders, government and war triumph over the Saints on one coin
go.
flip.
Go for it.
All right, heads Commanders, tails Saints. Oop, let me try that again. The fucking Commanders have won again.
There we go.
God
All right.
damn.
How in the world? All right, now
Separation of church and state, brother.
we have. I'm gonna place this right in the middle for this, actually. Oh, that's perfect. Almost. Actually, no, that literally is perfect. I don't think I could do it better than that. Alright, so we have the Giants and the Jets versus the Commanders and the Bills. Interesting.
Yes.
By the way, the Jets have sustained no damage.
No, they really haven't.
And the Giants are down to 1. So I think a fleet of Jets could take on a singular giant.
How many Jets are there? D4.
Okay.
A D4 is a typical squadron. So
Yes.
What? You guys remember that? Fucking years. Me and my group of friends, we used to like go to the store and ironically just scream squad all the
Squad.
time.
Squad.
Three
Jets, 3 fighter jets versus a giant.
I think the Jets have it easily.
I think they do.
I definitely do. They've got the numbers. They've got the chance. Like, it's ridiculous. A tiger in a war room? Fuck, bro.
Now, a tiger would fucking tear apart a war room, regardless how many people are in it.
Yeah.
in a war room
Commander
in
It's
a
a
jungle?
small room.
The commander.
I
in the
honestly think the
jungle-
commanders have more of a chance in the jungle than they do the war room.
Do you? Okay.
Fuck.
Dippy's just like, boom! Fucking, that's how you flip a coin. Just throw it on the
All
desk.
right. Heads for commanders. A tiger in a war room. Tails for a military operation in a jungle.
Yes.
There's a tiger in the war room.
The tiger's gonna devour them all.
Yeah, it's like
I think
it's like
it
that
is.
movie Anaconda. It's just fuck, bro.
So
Snakes on a Plan?
unbelievably,
How do we
the
get here?
final matchup. I'm gonna do this for the final matchup.
These are two things that do not interact with each other.
We
Yes.
have the Jets and the Bengals.
I'm about to type in, can a jet fight a tiger? Like, can a tiger fight a jet?
And a tiger fight a jet. Okay. Here we go with home field advantage again. If the Jets get home field advantage, they are airborne.
Yes.
If the Tigers do, then they are. Then the Jets are not airborne. So it's actually going to act inversely because the advantage would be if the Jets are the home field, then they're grounded again because they just got done fighting a jet and there's a tiger on the airbase.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
tigers on the airbase. If it's the jungle, the Jets are fighting the tigers in the jungle, and it'll just come down to chance of like attacking the tiger. I think it'll kind of be like a charger situation.
Yes.
Roll a d20 with random numbers selected for the chances that a tiger dies versus how
That
many
sounds
tigers
fair.
there are. Okay, so
Yes.
let's do
I
a
un-
d4 of tigers. Actually, no, let me do home field advantage first. Sorry.
Oh, jumping the gun, Dippy.
Sorry.
Good.
All right, so
Just give me a hard
heads, the Jets are grounded, and there's tigers sneaking onto the airbase. Tails, the Jets are fighting the tigers in the jungle.
This is the most ridiculous, like,
Yep.
idea ever.
The Jets have landed, they are refueling and rearming, and there are tigers attempting to sneak onto an airbase to sabotage these jets. It's the fucking Jaguars all over again. But
It
this
is.
time,
Yeah.
instead of Jaguars, it's tigers. So I will say,
Crazy.
since this is the final matchup,
Okay.
there's going to be a
so-
lot more tigers.
Yes.
I'll say 2 D20s worth of tigers.
2 D20s worth of tigers.
I'm willing to give the tigers
I mean,
that.
I guess there is more tigers in captivity than there are
Jaguars
in the wild.
and stuff like that.
So I got an 18 and a 2. So I got a
There
tiger.
are exactly 20 tigers.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tigers are ferocious creatures. They're not going to sneak like jaguars are.
No, they're gonna go all out.
Granted, tigers do freaking like prowl and
They do
sneak.
prowl. They do hunt.
Yeah.
I'll say they'll do stealth checks, do a general stealth check for the tigers to see how well they can take down the defenses of the airbase. I will do a D12 for airbase workers.
18 for the Tigers.
There are 10 airbase workers.
Okay.
And the Tigers got 18 stealth.
Yeah.
I think the
That's
airbase
just
workers.
flat on the dice.
I'll roll a d10 to see how many workers immediately die. 7.
Wow.
There are 3 workers left.
This is some fucking horror movie right here.
As soon as they get the... This is a fucking great horror movie. There are 3 airbase workers left. As soon as they hear, like, the alarms for, oh my god, there are fucking tigers on the airbase.
This is like an airbase in the middle of, like, the jungle.
In the middle of the jungle, yeah.
That is, like, it's a small airbase that's been, like, set up.
So...
Okay.
So, there are 20 tigers against 3 airbase workers and the squadron of 3
Tigers
jets that
rolled
just
an 11
landed.
for their next thing.
Okay. I'll say that they take out...
I think the Tigers
D4?
now own an airbase.
They take out the rest of the airbase workers.
Okay.
So now they are sprinting full speed towards the hangar where the jets are.
I think they just own jets now. Because who's going to take them away from them? Who's going to take their jets? Nobody.
You know, this was supposed to be Jets' home field advantage. And it feels like the Tigers are tearing them apart right now.
Yeah. It's kind of how it goes sometimes in football.
Yeah.
So
Sometimes you get your ass kicked in front of your fans.
is there a countermeasure that the Jets possibly have that can take down these Tigers?
Explosives?
They do have explosives.
Remote explosives?
But they're like, Jets have like heat-seeking missiles. And
I know,
like,
but they're
radar-guided missiles.
They're downed and there's nobody to man them.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking, like, there's a base in America. That's just like, blow it all up.
Dude, is there an intelligence check to be made on whether destroying the airbase is a net good because of the tigers that have escaped? It,
Out of 12. On the
12.
intelligence check.
I think they've determined that they'll drop like 1 bomb to see how many on the base to see if it can kill the tigers.
I'll roll a d20 to see how many tigers die.
I was gonna say roll like a D100 because
Okay.
a bomb is a bomb.
A bomb
And
is
if
a
it rolls
bomb.
low, if the D100 rolls low, then it doesn't kill all the tigers. It has to beat 20 on a D100.
That feels fair.
I got a... That's a 63, so it took them all out.
63. Okay.
So nobody
bomb-
wins.
So just like the
Nobody
bomb
wins
kills all
except for the U.S.
tigers.
government.
But what dropped the bomb? A jet. The jets win.
Jeff. Yep. There we go. We got there.
Awesome.
And so,
What a
the
situation.
champions
Right
of
back.
your second round of fantasy football are the New York Jets.
It really is fantasy football, huh?
I cannot even fucking believe it. I mean, and we take a look at how the fuck we got here.
Yeah.
Like,
I wish the Chargers made it longer.
I would have fucking loved for the Chargers to make it longer. The fucking Cinderella story the Commanders had. Like,
Yeah.
honestly. Like, they just made it really, really far. The Saints made it pretty far. The Chargers got a round in, which is incredible.
Yes.
You know, I don't know, man. This was a really good matchup, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I mean, I think the Jets won because we handled the Jets a lot better than we handled them the first time around.
You're not wrong. Yeah. Oh, Donna left. I looked down for
Donna's
2 seconds.
gone for now. But there you go.
Whew.
Now, the weird thing is that these two matchups, the Giants-Jets and the Commanders-Bengals, are games that could feasibly happen in the playoffs. You know,
Yes.
like they're games that could happen in the playoffs.
49ers are up, by the way, 7-13.
49ers went up to 13.
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Interesting. All right. Well, there you have it. Your fantasy football champions. I'm gonna bring us back to regular screen. That was really fun.
That was a blast.
That was really, really fun. I liked doing that again. So what just to generally speak on the topic of NFL Week 1 for our teams,
Yes.
I am dead inside.
I know.
The first half of the game was kind of fantastic. Get out of my room. All right, but anyway, the first half of the game. What the fuck? I got scared for a second. Like I was like, wait, you didn't get out of my room. Why? No, but the first half of the game for the Titans was really good. The defense for the entirety of the game, the defense was monstrous. It was really fucking awesome. And then the Bears blocked a punt and got a touchdown. And then the Bears got a pick six and got a touchdown. Like, the Bears offense, Caleb Williams in his rookie debut, 14 for 29, 93 yards. Caleb Williams did not pass for more than 100 yards, and the Bears still won the fucking game.
Yeah.
I am so pissed at our defense, or I mean, not our defense, at our offense for causing those problems to happen.
On the flip side of things, being an Eagles fan, my son watched the first half of the game with me. Right when that horrible fucking interception happened. The first one, because we had fucking 2 on us. My son looked at me and said, I thought we were better than this.
Oh my god.
Like, outwardly, I'm like, the Eagles are a better team than this. We normally play a lot better. Internally, I'm like, this motherfucker. I don't want to fucking hear this right now. Like,
oh my god. Yeah, we looked.
Yeah, I was just saying it. Yep. I got the
We were
score
talking
pin.
just a little bit about NFL Week 1. And
They literally just scored twice. So
I will say, I am still optimistic for the rest of the season. Because there is plenty of opportunity, plenty of chance to grow from this, to learn from this, for Will Levis to get better. If Will Levis does not get better than this Week 1 performance, we are picking first in the draft this year, and I am so sad about that, because that would mean that everybody was right, and I don't want everybody to be right about my team being bad.
Look, everyone has to handle some hard truths in life.
Shut the fuck up, Will.
And that's it for Dapper D's today.
Will Levis is better than No!
No, we got 2 things to do. We got media pick of the week and some life advice.
Yes.
Okay.
Tippy has brought up his fucking media pick of the week 3 times to me and refuses to tell me what it is.
Okay. So, this is actually a really fun one. There is a game that I recently bought called Duskers. Duskers is a game about a derelict, about a ship, about a spaceship with a crew of basically 1. Like, and that crew is you. You are role playing as the commander of a spaceship. And you are hopping between derelict spacecraft, others derelict spaceships, commanding a small battalion of drones And you are putting in commands and inputs into what is basically a command prompt to navigate your drones around this ship, gathering supplies, gathering materials, and trying to not die. Yes, that game, exactly.
So it's a space survival...
It is a space survival game where you are the pilot of a fleet of drones, and your only goal is to go between derelict spaceships, avoiding obstacles, avoiding infestations, quote unquote, and finding, enough scrap and enough fuel to get like home, quote unquote. Yeah. I don't know. It's a survival type thing, and I've been playing it a lot, and I have been enjoying the hell out of it. I almost want to play Duskers with you guys, or maybe not with you guys, but show Duskers to you guys and see if there's an episode to become from it. Maybe even for like a Dapper Ween type episode in the future. And it's a fun game. And I highly recommend it. It is only $10. Ooh. Or it was on sale for only $10 at least during the space exploration festival that Steam had recently. If you look it up on Steam now, I think it's back to its regular price. Yeah. So regularly, Duskers is $20. It was on sale for $10 during this space exploration festival that Steam had recently. I highly recommend going out, buying Duskers, checking it out, because it is such a ambient, scary experience. And I normally don't do well with horror at all, but this makes it feel both more real and more like fun to play. At least for me. It's kind of fun. Right. It's a good game to just sit in the room with all of the other lights off and just typing away. Like
I love that.
So, Natalie, your media.
Yeah. So I think I have talked about this band before. I may have not. It may have just been me talking about it, but my media pick of the week is going to be specifically, there's a band called the Rare Americans. I love this band to pieces. They are masters of music videos more than anything. They have this like hand-drawn animation style that like just resonates very well with me for some reason. I've always liked it. So Brittlebones Nikki 1 and 2, the music videos and the songs themselves by the Rare Americans, I would highly recommend if you're looking for like more indie stuff that's still faster paced and like tells a neat story. I'm not sitting here. I do a lot of media picks and I'm like, and then this hit me emotionally and whatnot. It's fun more than anything. It's a really good watch and listen. I would definitely recommend it. Brittlebones Nikki by the Rare Americans.
Very good. And Dono.
So I don't know if I said this earlier, but like I've been playing Cult of the Lamb. I'm about to 100% it.
Wow.
Yeah, I've been playing that a lot, and I'm real good at it. I'm about to 100% it. I just have to. I've no hit, I think 2 of the bosses already, so like I haven't been hit by them at all. And I need to get 3 more of them to like. Actually, no, it's only 2 more because the other one doesn't count. But yeah, so I got the credits today, and I'm still trying to finish it off and whatnot. So Cold of the Lamb is great. I've also been listening to a lot of pop punk lo-fi, which is fantastic.
Hot Mulligan released the media pick of the week a while ago was Hot Mulligan's lo-fi album.
I've been listening to a lot of like I used to listen to Mayday Parade a lot when I was in high school, and they got a whole like 5 like the top 5 Mayday Parade songs for lo-fi right now, and God, they slap so much.
Oh yeah,
yeah. But I need to listen. I've just been listening to a playlist on YouTube, and there's just like a bunch of them all together, and they're fantastic. But yeah, Cold Lamb, fantastic. Also, I just went on Steam to look at games. There's this free one called The Were Cleaner, where you are a janitor and a werewolf, and you are cleaning offices, and you are trying not to kill people.
I have seen that on TikTok. It's something that I was gonna bring up later, like later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I just downloaded it, so
There you go.
Dono, I'm sending
No.
you the playlist for Hot Mulligan Lo-Fi.
thank you.
Boys, it's been a fun
Lads.
episode. Let's
It
finish
has
it
been.
off with some life advice and get out of here, so we can.
I'm glad none of our
watch-
teams won.
I am too. You know what? I am too.
I am.
That might be terrible
know-
to say.
That's a fair point.
We all suck.
Yeah. Is that your life advice? We all suck.
It was going to be, but now it is because I don't have anything. I think so. I need to start writing down things because I think about life advice all the time, like throughout my day, and then I'm just like, oh, I've never written this shit down.
My life advice is don't immediately give up on something that you love, because they always have the chance to get better, and you shouldn't lose hope.
Yeah, Debbie?
Are you okay?
And
My life advice is bet on winning horses. It feels good to be behind the winners.
what?
I don't know.
How would you know which horses are winning? You don't.
You just do it anyways. Here's you know what? I'm somebody who's bet on a lot of horses in my life. Here's my actual advice is don't look at the numbers, just look at the names. Makes it way more fun.
Okay, that is pretty good advice.
Mm-hmm.
So, on that note, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for watching the Dapper D's. I've been Dippy.
I've been Dadley.
Oh god, Dono's internet. Oh no.
Oh, it was telling me that was unstable. Okay.
Uh-oh. Okay, let's
hear
try
me?
that again.
Okay,
Thank
bye-bye.
you so much for watching the Dapper D's. I've been Dippy.
I've been Dadley.
And I'm always Dono, but sometimes I like to wear a mask.
And until next time, when we will do another episode of Writer's Block for you.
Yay!
Next time we'll do an episode of Writer's Block. This Friday we'll do Inquisition. Next Monday we'll do Writer's Block, and then next Tuesday look
I thought
for
Writer's Block was
Crossroads.
being held off.
Again.
yes.
We were
That's-
like swapping.
we talked
it.
about we talked about that before stream. Writer's Block's gonna be a little bit of a wait.
Yeah.
Oh,
Things
like
are
a little
crazy.
longer.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. No, I get you.
I need to really like.
tune in next week for Smash Pass Pokemon Infinite Fusion.
There we go.
Yeah.
Or we might just play Uno. We'll find out next time.
We'll find out. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Inquisition this Friday, Dapper D's next Monday with Smash Pass Infinite Fusion or Uno, and Crossroads next Tuesday.
There we go.
So thank you so much for watching. And until next time, your adventure matters.
Stay dapper.
Roll your initiative. Bye bye.
Bye.